Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Well, I have some time here as I'm waiting to go to some event. I'm in the car waiting for my family to show up, and I thought I would just give you a few thoughts on Middlemarch as I'm sitting here because, well, I still don't have my microphone situation figured out, and I have thoughts on Middlemarch. I'm getting close to finishing book one out of seven, I believe, seven or eight. And I think the thing I'm trying to figure out the most about Middlemarch is how to categorize it. Some of you may have noticed or not that I have started recategorizing the books that are on my website, classicsconsidered.com, into just general eras or themes. Sorry, my allergies are really bothering me today. Into different categories of themes, and one of the themes I'm looking at sorting books into is naturalism. And I guess what I don't know about Middlemarch yet is whether it fits into naturalism versus realism and what exactly the differences are between the two. I did a little bit of reading on this the other day, and I think the general gist of what I was seeing was you can think of naturalism and realism as two different categories, where realism is just showing life as it is, and naturalism is more focused on society as an outcome of either Darwinism, if you believe in that, or different environmental things. So maybe I should back up. So Middlemarch is focused on this female character, Dorothea Brooke, and she is very much, Eliot's really pushing this idea that she's a product of her time. She makes some decisions that some of us would think are kind of sus, but Eliot's trying to show us why she made those decisions as a woman in society who wants to do something great with her life and yet is limited by her opportunities in spite of being upper middle class in her status. So at the beginning of the book, and this really isn't a spoiler because it's like at the very beginning of the book, she kind of gravitates toward this older gentleman named Edward Casaubon, who is just very learned, very religious like she is, and she is contemplating marriage to him in the idea that will give her opportunity to make a change in society and to challenge herself to her fullest potential when it comes to learning, when it comes to helping other people, and just being so much more than she can be in her current position. So I think that it would be reasonable to put Middlemarch into the category of naturalism because it seems to me that women's status and the system that was in place in England during this era, the 1830s, and I just think that that factor, plus the commentary on the living conditions of the tenants in these British estates, I think those two things together kind of point to a naturalist reading of Middlemarch because, Eliot's not hiding the fact that she's very interested in those topics and how those things influence people's behavior and lives. On the other hand, you could just view it as a simple story of realism, and I may be biased in the fact that having watched the television series before, I kind of know how it's going to end, and I'm not really sure that the ending fits, I guess, a more naturalist bent. So that's kind of where I'm at with Middlemarch. Let me know if you've read it, what your thoughts are. Obviously, we could be getting into spoilers here, so, use your best judgment on that. But, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? And what do you think about sorting books into naturalism versus realism? And do you think naturalism's just a subcategory of realism? That was another take I saw online. So, looks like my family's here. I'm gonna get going, and I will see you all soon. Bye.